welcome to this video. Today I'm so excited to be doing Inside My Planners, plural, with our wonderful team member, Amy.
Hi, yeah, today, I don't know, I guess I have my 4 last planners standing from, I think, the 7 I started with.
Oh, okay, so is this like the 4 that you're still using?
Yes.
Okay. You guys, I fought for this video. I've been begging Amy to do a planner video all year, right? Like all year long. Like 9 months, 10 months.
And they finally got ambushed.
She finally caved, and she's here to show us the 4 planners that she uses, and I'm so hyped for this video. Many of you may know that Amy is a team member who, well, how long have you been working with us now? Like
over a year.
Over a year. Okay, it seems like longer.
Yeah, I don't remember how long.
Okay. Yeah, I feel like it's like just over a year and like maybe a few months or something. And so a lot of you probably know Amy already because Amy, along with our other team member, Bethany, together developed the YOSEKALAB planner sampler, right? Mm-hmm. And so this is something that we've released like a couple of months ago in mid-August 2023. And why don't you explain the concept to everybody and like, I guess like your passion behind planners.
So I originally had the idea for the planner sampler that turned into YOSEKALAB in, I think, January, because I realized I had acquired 7 2023 planners, and I didn't know what to do with them. I was trying to change up my planning at the beginning of the year, and then I was originally trying to use actually this for everything after having a cousin with the vertical schedule, and I kind of freaked out because the A6 Hobonichi does not have any like weekly spreads. So then I acquired all of these other things. It was a bit of a disaster. Everyone had to tell me to stop buying things, and I just kept buying them. And around this time I was like, you know what would be really great if there was some kind of planner sampler that had all of these different weekly layouts that you could just try, so you'd know which ones you could use for specific purposes, which ones didn't actually work for you. And then I discovered that Bethany also has like kind of an obsessive interest in planners.
And she's also tried a lot of different planners too, right? Yeah.
Yeah, and had also been compiling on her own all of these different planners and like marking the different layouts that each one had. And I was like, wow, we should collaborate.
Yeah.
And we did.
She had actually been preparing for YOSEKALAB planner long before anybody even knew of the idea.
Yeah.
So it was perfect. So all this to say, Amy, I like to think of her as our planner queen. We have our nail queen, and that's May. And we have our planner queen, and that's Amy, because she's really passionate. She loves planners, and truly like every time a new planner comes in, you run to it and you squeal and you like think about, you like, you know, figure out like how it fits into your YOSEKALAB, you know, like, and so I love to see it. I think all of us are like really inspired by your passion, truly.
Disclaimer, I don't squeal.
You don't squeal, I'm sorry, I squeal. Amy's not a squealer.
No, I mean, yeah, well, no one has to know if that is the case, you know?
But she gets really excited is what I'm trying to say. And she loves planners. And as you can see from like this impressive stack of planners, that are labeled. Amy is a big planner person. She loves planners. So I've been really looking forward to doing this video with you all year long. So without further ado, let's talk about what planners you're using. There's 4 different planners, and I guess you use the Naya case too, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, usually the Naya,
I don't know how to say it.
So usually I use this case for mostly just the take a note and this little A6 weekly supplement from Hobonichi that I use as a Yoseka work planner. and other like various little smaller things.
There's basically other planners in there too.
Yeah, just YOSEKALAB, and then a Hobonichi metal pad for notes, and then some pages from the PAL that I was looking at because I wanted to try the format when I was planning for YOSEKALAB.
Okay.
And yes, they are all labeled, which is a holdover from January when I had 7 planners, and I was like, oh my god, what am I going to do with all of them? So I started putting these tapes on things so then I could move them around if I decided that I wanted to use.
Yeah, like what the morning that Amy came in and like had labels on all of her planners is when I realized she had a problem.
But now I know. Now I really know what all of them are for. But I kind of think they're cute like this.
They are actually. I like the beige color of the. Wait, did you put something? Oh, okay. I thought you like also laminated the washi or something. No, it's just like empty washi, and yeah, I like the look of it.
Right?
Yeah,
and I just like that muted color, and it happens to go with all of these colors.
It does. It goes really well. Your handwriting looks great on it. So everyone should start labeling their planners.
Yes, I used a twin marker, by the way. So.
Oh yeah. Wait, I can't believe the number of times we plugged twin marker. It's crazy. We really just love it.
I got it just for this.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh. You've written like 6 words with it.
No, but I remember I labeled the others.
Yes. Yeah. So like 14 words. So why don't you show us or like talk through what each planner is and what you use each one for, and then we'll kind of take a look inside what you want to show of each one.
All right, so this is the Hobonichi Original A6. For 2023, I have the Japanese version because they did not have the original format with the secret line and the smaller 3.7 millimeter grid in English, which is new this year. Mm-hmm. And I have very small handwriting, so I wanted the smaller grid.
So this is a look inside the original, and this is the A6 size. And what cover is this?
Yeah, this is a Sean Tan cover from a few years ago. I wasn't the hugest fan of the covers last year, or I mean, I thought a lot of them were cute, but none of them really called out to me, so I tracked this one down on eBay and got it.
Yeah, I remember when this planner went out, and I didn't know like the story. I didn't know Sean Tan. What is this one called? Arrival or something? Yeah. What is it based on a book?
A graphic novel.
A graphic novel, yeah. And it was so popular. But I didn't see that coming because I didn't know Sean Tan. But
was the cover popular when it came out?
It was. Oh. It was, for me, it was unexpectedly popular because I wasn't familiar with Sean Tan, but I guess he has a following, right? Okay, cool. So you are using this one as your personal journal.
Personal/journal.
Personal/journal. What? Why is that? Oh, okay. And so I guess like the 1 day a page like format of the Hobonichi really like helps you because you just write like 1 page a day, right? You just use it like that way.
Yeah, and like the monthlies, I just like kind of track some personal events that happen on there, but I try to keep it separate from work.
Oh, it's so cute.
And then sometimes I miss days, but I think my other planners tend to be pretty functional, so this is where I like to put all the stickers.
Yeah, I noticed you use a lot of stickers.
Yeah, and this one was really fun color coordinating with everything.
Yeah.
Recently I was really busy, so it's just kind of like stickerless. And then this is another one from a while ago. Sometimes I also like to write down the ink that I'm using in the top.
Yeah. Oh, that's so beautiful.
And yeah, so that's
so you like to make this one pretty because it's kind of more recreational.
Yeah, this one I do like to have fun with and just indulge a little bit.
And then do you keep an ink log too?
Oh, I forgot about that. I do actually. And this is just the date and the pen that I'm filling and the ink that I'm using. I always do a thing where I write the ink first instead, and then I just, but you know, that's where I'm at.
And then so the cover, do you feel like the cover for you is more like aesthetic, or do you use it like very functionally as well? Like, do you use the pockets in the cover? Do you?
I actually do use them.
Yeah.
So I have like extra sticky notes in here and like band-aids. I actually think I have like, oh yeah, I have some like bookmarks. I used to have like an emergency $20 bill in here, but
wow.
Because I guess I used it because it actually
was an emergency.
It was an emergency.
To buy Band-Aids.
And then I use this
Ooh,
pencil board too.
Oh, it's so pretty.
Have a little washi tape, emergency washi tape.
Oh my god.
And
I like Amy will often, along with a lot of our other team members, like after work, basically like rate our samples. And I know like this is the outcome of those raids. So it's making me happy because I see a lot of familiar stickers and washi tapes.
They will never go to waste. I will always use them.
That makes me very happy. I'm pleased with that. Okay, cool. And then I noticed you also use the cover on cover, right? Is that something you've always used with your Hobonichis, or?
Yeah, with these like kind of fabric covers, I do like to use them just because I'm a little precious about them.
Yeah.
And this like back pocket I used to use to like kind of keep stickers in here, but that was...
Wait a minute. I don't use one of these. I didn't realize there was a back pocket on the cover on cover.
Yeah, so I guess you can use the fabric cover.
So you can
or the fabric pocket.
Oh, I see. So you can actually use this for a pocket, and you can use that for a pocket.
Options abound.
Wow.
I used to like just putting stickers inside the cover.
Yeah.
Kind of last year, but this year with this one, I just kind of want to see the full design.
Right, it's so pretty. Yeah. Okay, so then we can move on to one of your other planners. Which one do you want to talk about next? We have the Take a Note, the weekly insert for the Hobonichi A6, and then also this adorable Midori pocket planner, right?
Pocket diary.
Pocket diary.
So let's do this one next. Okay. So this one is the Hobonichi A6 Weekly Supplement, and this, this I originally got to be my catch-all planner to replace the cousin that I had the year before, and yeah, I just found that I needed weekly spreads. So
you mentioned your panic before, right? Because the cousin, the A5 version of the Hobonichi that Amy uses, has the weekly vertical, but the A6 does not have the weekly vertical. So instead, they have this insert, which you can use with it. I don't know if it's called an insert.
They call it the weekly supplement.
Supplement, yeah.
And in theory, it's just smaller than A6, so you can actually fit it in this back pocket, and so then you have everything kind of together. So that's what I was trying to do.
Let's try that. So you can fit it into this back pocket. Amy was saying just like that, and you're meant to be able to like use that. But you actually just use it for two completely separate things, which is interesting.
Yeah, because I decided that this doesn't actually have as much room as I would like to just plan my daily things.
Right, I remember you saying that it was like actually a lot tinier than you expected.
Yeah, it's so small. It's really cute, but I like to not only plan things in the weekly vertical, but also log. And I just found that it wasn't enough space to do both of those.
Yeah.
So it became my work planner, and now it has Ame's very adorable sticker.
Yoseka sticker. Yeah, it's perfect.
So the plain one that you purchase will be much less cute than this, but
you can make it cute by adding your own stickers. Yeah.
I can just show like a little example where I kind of use it loosely. I think that the lines and grid are so light that I can kind of like feel free to either go by the days or like ignore them or divide them by like location and tasks.
Right.
And so here I divided tasks based on the days that I'm at our warehouse versus where I'm at our storefront, and tasks that we have at those different places. And here you can also see that I was planning in June for our YOSEKALAB project.
Yeah.
So we have all of these tasks related to that.
Conifer contact.
And then making planner insert copy and the little matrix that came with that.
I see.
And then planning for the blog post.
I see. So you sometimes use like the days, but sometimes you're just using it as like a notebook almost, right?
Yeah.
I see. When you do use it as like the days, do you sometimes like log what you're doing? Like, throughout the day as you're doing it, or like at the end of the day?
Yeah, I often like to make lists and bullet pointed lists of what I did during the day, and sometimes how long it took me to do whatever thing, just so I can get an idea of how long things take me in general.
Okay, that's great. So this is your kind of like your work planner, I guess, right, for Yoseka. And I think like slowly everybody on our team has started to have like a designated work planner, I feel like. I don't know if that was like started by Ashley or something, but she started using the PAL planner last year for work. It was like just for work, and she would always bring it to meetings and things like that. And then, because I used to do it all mixed into one, and I do find that that's chaotic.
It's just, I mean, I feel like there are a lot of really specific work things that get lost in a bigger planner.
Right.
And then also sometimes if I go home to my planner, I also want to like be decompressing and you know.
Contact Conifer.
Gotta do this insert, this planner matrix.
Yeah, you don't always want to be thinking about work when you're in your personal/journal. Personal/journal. Okay, so now we have 2 more planners, and I love that like all your planners, I guess except for the Yoseka one, but they all have like covers. You know, it's an important part to your like use, I guess. You know, you like to keep them nice and neat.
Well, the pocket diary comes with this like kind of
clear
it does, cover, which I am very thankful for because the dogs are so cute.
Yeah,
they're just so cute.
Yeah, they are really cute. You guys, look at this planner. This is from last year, but do they have a dog version this year? They do.
In fact, they not only have this 2023 dog planner. It looks like a little bit different, but even some of the illustrations inside repeat, I think. But we have it this year in not only this size, which is B6, but also A6 and a B6 Slim monthly version, and then a mini version, which is like it's like this big or something. It's like so tiny and cute.
It's really cute, those little pocket versions.
Yes, I almost bought it, and I like had set it aside for myself, but then Neil put it back with the other one.
Oh! You're calling Neil out here.
Sign.
Oh, you know, you guys, this is like Amy. Oh my god, we have too many A's. Amy knows our planners so well. Like whenever one of you asks like a really, really detailed planner question, I often refer to Amy for it. So, because she just knows. And like something, you know how like when you're studying for something and like you remember the things that like you're just more interested in better. Like for me, I often have to like memorize things, like, you know, because I don't always like remember like what planners we have very easily or like what layout is in each one, but you just always know, and you just like rattle the information off really quickly whenever I ask you.
I do have very good planner memory.
You have great planner memory.
It's probably because I am obsessed with planners.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so this planner, the Midori Pocket Diary in B6, you're using as a media log, as the sticker says, as the label says. What does that mean?
Yeah, so this means that I am using it to, I have to be honest and say that I got this with no intention.
Right.
And I was just like, oh my god,
it's
look
so
at these
cute.
dogs.
Right.
Like, they're adorable. I show you some of these dog illustrations.
And you're a huge dog person. You have a dog, and you're always talking about dogs.
I have a tattoo of my family dog. I am going to get another tattoo of a dog from
just a random dog.
No, that Leo drew from our other team member, Leo.
Is Leo gonna give you the tattoo?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Leo gives tattoos.
Yes, and we're going to do dog tattoos. So basically, I like to keep track of or log the movies I'm watching, the books I'm reading, music I'm listening to, things like that, just because I feel like those make up a lot of the texture of my day-to-day life, and also just like tend to inform my creative pursuits. I don't know. I find that it's just, I think I'm also just an obsessive logger.
Yeah.
And I just like to know these things and keep track of them.
Yeah.
I like to make lists of the movies and books and whatever that I've watched or read in a year.
Where did you get the idea? Because I know, like, I think I first heard of that from Abby C.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Actually, I don't know where I first heard of it, but it was something I'd been thinking that I thought. It was something It was something that I was thinking would be fun to do, and then I actually had a customer come in with like a kind of tiny pocket planner that they told me they were using to log their reading and like number the pages and things, and I was like, I can definitely see myself doing it.
Yeah.
And then I got this and I needed to do something with it, and I'm actually really enjoying it.
So I guess my question is, are you going to do this again next year?
Yes.
Okay.
Actually, I might combine it with something else, like a writing log as well, or something. I have a lot of pieces.
Wait, like a book where you just log like what you write, or like you actually write in it?
That I log what I'm writing.
Oh,
and
okay.
how much.
Wow. Okay.
So basically here, well, first on the days, I'm also just writing like kind of big things that I've been reading or watching. So then you can kind of see it. See this monthly calendar almost as like an index of a
Got it. Oh,
so,
I like that. Okay.
Yeah, you can just kind of see at a glance what you were thinking about or watching that month, and then you kind of flip to the week or the page, and then I tend to write what it was here on this side, on the day or whatever. I write what I was watching or reading on that particular day.
Finished rereading. I see.
Oh, yes, I was, I don't know, I guess I thought it was important. I remembered one day that I had already read it before.
Well, because now you know. Yeah.
And then on this right side here, I write down thoughts also, just about whatever it was I was reading.
You're such a thinker. You're such a thinker.
No, I spend most of my time trying to avoid thinking.
So do you distinguish between books and shows in a certain way, or do you just write like the name of whatever?
Just the name of whatever.
Okay. And you think that's like enough, right?
Yeah, I don't
to jog
think
your memory.
Yeah. I mean, if there is, I also often like to write the date next to whatever it was, and then if there is like a book version and a movie version, usually the date will clarify which is which.
Okay. Okay.
But
yeah.
I
love this idea because I don't know if this happens to everybody, but when Neil and I start watching a show, we start like doing the accents of the show to each other, or like making jokes nonstop, like from references of the TV show or whatever. So I think it really is like the media that you're consuming does really sort of influence your life in certain ways. And yeah, I do love the idea. I also started jotting down like in a monthly, at the beginning of every month, like what shows we're watching or like what book I'm reading or whatever. But I like the idea of having like a designated planner for it too. What planner are you going to use next year for this?
Oh, I actually got a Weeks.
Oh, okay.
So next year I'm thinking about not doing the A6 or the Cousin, but just a Weeks, and having a totally separate journal that's undated.
Okay.
But with the Weeks, I'm thinking about dividing this page like in half, so that half of it is a media log and half of it is like a writing log.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I still have to think a lot about it though.
Yeah,
I have a little time.
You have plenty of time. Cool. All right. Well, thank you for showing us your media log and the cutest little planner ever. This little pocket diary.
Dogs.
So cute. The dogs. The fluffy little dogs.
They're drawn in like little rainbow outlines.
The rainbow outlines are so cute.
Like
Such a
rainbow
little
pencil.
detail. Yeah. It just adds so much to it, and it's like a small part of it though. Well, thank you so much for showing us your media log. That was so fun. The next planner that we have on the table is a Take Note, which I recognize, right?
Yeah.
Tell us about this one.
This is the Take Note A5 that I actually ordered from Taiwan when I was freaking out about the Hobonichi A6 being too small for me. And we had already sold out of the Take Note A5 here. So I ordered it from Taiwan, so it's also not the English version, but it's pretty much the same.
Yeah. I love that story. I love that you did that.
Yeah.
I absolutely love that you did that.
I confessed it once, ashamed during lunch. I was like, guys, can I confess something?
And this is like after Amy already had like 6 planners. Like this is the final one, right?
You shamed me for it. You were like, Amy, Amy.
No, I was just kind of like heartbroken that you had to order it all the way from Taiwan, knowing that like we had these planners. You could have gotten one from us. You could have used your employee discount. You could have probably taken a sample that we had if we had one left. Like, so that's just what I was thinking.
I'm sure that's what you were thinking.
I wasn't shaming you. Oh my god, Amy jokes that I shame her.
Yeah, because she does.
Weigh in on the comments. Do you think I'm shaming Amy?
So this has the Taken Out A5 clear plastic cover on it, and inside I put a postcard that my lovely best friend from France mailed to me.
It's so cute.
Yeah, that's why the Taken Out logo here is covered, so you maybe don't
Recognize
know exactly what it is.
Yeah.
And I think it's nice because this binding here is very exposed, which I love the look of, but I think it protects it a little bit, the plastic cover.
Oh, otherwise it might be a little bit more prone to like falling apart.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I just worry about it. I've also thought about putting one of the Hobonichi cloth covers on it, like the Katarakanda A5 that I have from last year.
Yeah.
But I also like how it just has such a slim, like not bulky silhouette like this.
Mm-hmm.
And then
it's very soft, I feel like.
And it's very soft.
Yeah.
And it slips right in the Naya pouch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you use this as main/weekly.
Thank you, Daisy.
Wait, but why is it main/weekly? Like this is your main planner.
Yes. And it's also the one with like the kind of regular weekly format.
Weekly format. Yeah.
See, that's why the slash is important. It's not main weekly,
right.
It's main and weekly.
Slash.
And the plastic cover I also use to keep, I don't know, like some little things in here. I use this Hobonichi one-piece A5 pencil board. And
do you always write on a pencil board or only for certain times?
So I actually don't use it to write on. I use it to cover my hand while I'm...
Oh, right. I think so. This is your main/weekly, and how do you use this for like appointments and like, I don't know, can we look at a page?
Yeah, I use this for really almost everything in life. That's why it's my main planner, I guess. But here, this spread is from, right around the YOSEKALAB launch time.
Yeah.
So I have also a lot of like YOSEKALAB related tasks in here, though maybe not in as much detail as in the
Call with A6. Bethany.
Yes, Call with Bethany, planner spreads.
Planner spreads, yeah.
And so the PAL is, I actually only learned recently, stands for plan and log, according to Ashley.
Yes, it does.
And it has that like kind of format with the division down the center.
Yes.
And the Take a Note, I've actually been sort of using in that fashion, which is maybe why I was so interested in the PAL format. But the Take a Note, well, if we go to like a blank spread, you see that there's a very subtle line that divides the center of these daily blocks.
Very subtle. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and so I've actually been using it kind of according to that, where I plan and mark out big chunks of time with a mild liner on this side, and then to the other side, I tend to log things. And I found that because I like to log so many things, this format is actually really useful for me, just because you get 2 whole spreads for a week, and I think otherwise, especially like when I was using the cousin, for example, I was trying to cram too many things in one column. So this
like of the weekly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you get like wider weekly here, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So go back to this spread. You can see I like blocked out big chunks of time here, like when I'm here at Ridgewood, and then some of the things that I've been doing during that time. Some little notes at the bottom of, I was up so late finishing some YOSEKALAB spreads for...
Up late finishing spreads, 2 a.m.
Yeah, just...
Amy's blood, sweat, and tears went into those YOSEKALAB.
Yeah, they kind of did though. They kind of did.
Aw, well, it turned out great.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I really think that. Yeah.
At the bottom, I've been trying to do a thing where I keep track of how much money I'm spending and on what. And it really just mostly makes me sad, but I still do it. I still do it. Yeah, and then this, I really like this kind of preview area here where this is also kind of divided in half here and then by each day. So I tend to use this side, the left-hand side, for marking appointments and things that occur at a specific time.
Right.
This side,
Like plans.
Yeah. So and I use these based on the days, just for this side. This side I use as just like a column for weekly tasks. So then I can migrate things from here to the individual days that I'm planning on doing them. For example, and I like to have like a little priority thing here. YOSEKALAB launch. Blog post.
Exciting stuff.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the B6 Take a Note that's available this year?
Oh, the B6 Take a Note, I'm very excited by it. It kind of has the vertical memo format that I used in the that we put in the YOSEKALAB planner. And I don't think we had any other planners that use that format.
Not like maybe not like a full year. Yeah. But it probably wouldn't be enough space for you because you do this plan and log thing.
Yeah, I don't think it would be enough space, but I think I would use it as like a kind of media log or personal journal, maybe. I really, really like the format. And I think if I didn't already have this, a Take a Note A5 for next year, on pre-order. And
you got it this year. You don't have to order from Taiwan.
Not this year. It'll be in English too. But yeah, because I already have that and I'm planning to use the weeks, I don't think I have a use for it, and I'm trying not to do the thing again where I get 7 planners.
Yeah.
Cool. But Gordon might get it, and I'm gonna ask to see it like every week. And be like, how are you using it?
Oh my god, our planner police. That's right. That's the real title, planner police.
And
I
I've
forgot
actually
about
been
that one.
calling me planner police for like months and months, way before YOSEKALAB.
Yeah. Amy is the planner police. She will follow up with you and make sure that you're using your planner.
I just like to know, and
It's
I'm
great.
just curious.
Yeah. Cool. Well, okay, so these are the planners that you've been using most this year, and it sounds like for the most part you are going to continue doing what you did last year next year, right? So this actually worked really, really well for you. You just might be doing it in slightly different planners.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to use the Take a Note A5 again because I really loved using it. It's super, it's been very functional for me, where I just kind of use the gray mild liner and a platinum carbon black.
This is platinum carbon black?
Yeah.
You don't use colors?
No, because I want it to be waterproof and I want it to be...
Oh, yeah.
I've actually found that when I write tasks in different colors in a planner, then sometimes my eyes will skip over certain things because I end up only looking for a certain color. Yeah, which I think some people use to their advantage, like the YOSEKALAB spreads that often and Bethany did. Sometimes they color-coded different kinds of tasks, like writing them in completely different colors.
Right.
And I think maybe that could be helpful, but if it's
just like random ever-changing colors.
Exactly, then I have really found that, my eyes skip over things.
Oh my god, maybe that's what happens with me.
It happened to me last year in my cousin because I was kind of using all kinds of different all kinds of different colors. So this one I decided I wanted to be really functional. Though next year maybe I'll try to, because I'm not going to have the Hobonichi A6, I might try to put in more stickers. I'll need an outlet for my stickers.
Yes.
So it might be cuter next year.
Right.
We'll see.
Wow. Wait, so go over one last time what planners do you plan on using next year?
Take a Note A5.
Yeah.
For my main / weekly.
Yes. Are you going to transfer these labels over?
Maybe. I don't know. I like the aesthetic.
Yeah.
The Hobonichi weeks for a kind of media log, writing log.
Yeah.
TBD.
Right.
And a separate A5 journal that I decided that I don't necessarily like journaling every day, but when I do journal, sometimes I like to journal for pages and pages and hours. And so I think for me, I've decided that I just want to go back to undated.
So just a notebook.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I'm going to use the A5 botanical one that Hobonichi did with the Tomitara Makino.
The plain notebook.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, cute. Very pretty. Nice. Great. Oh, that's exciting. Okay, so there you have it, everybody. That was a look inside Amy's 4 planners that she has in rotation for different purposes that she's been using in 2024. Amy, thank you so much for showing us inside your planners.
Thanks for chatting.
It was such an inspiration. I have so many ideas.
Do you?
Yeah.
Please
I mean, the
share.
black ink thing I think is very interesting. And then but that means I would have to really separate out like the functional and the journaling. And I do it all in my A6. Or you know what? I don't know if that's true.
Or maybe if you're only using like 1 color per day,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
Then that might be.
No, but you know what I've struggled with is like when I do use a planner to write down appointments, like Jacob's doctor's appointments, I never am able to find where I wrote it down. So I'm always like at the end, just still like, it's always catching me off guard. Like, oh crap, I have an appointment like tomorrow.
Did you use like the monthly spreads for that?
I did, but I always fall off using the monthly. So I think maybe like the idea of separating out something just for appointments and using black ink maybe is something that's a good idea instead of like, because I do always change up ink colors in my pens. That's one of the things I like about fountain pens, but I think you're right that like my brain, knowing my brain, I think that the different colors would probably throw me off. So that's an insight. I appreciate that.
I'll follow up with you on it.
Oh. Okay. All right, everybody. That's about it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got some ideas on different planners you can use, how you can use your extra planner that you already got for 2024, and let us know in the comments if you use one of these planners similar to Amy and what you think of her planner label idea. I love it.
Thanks so much.
Thank you for watching. Bye.